right, so here is the before of my model, and here is me now getting started on the haircut. So the very first thing I did is I sectioned off the top from the right side. And the reason why is because I'm going to undercut the right side and disconnect it from the top, which will overhang on top of the disconnected right side. So I'm just taking some square sections right now and creating some square layers on the underneath, which is going to be the disconnected section. So now what I want to do is I want to clean up the hairline around the ear and around the hairline by the face before we drop down that top section. So again, this underneath section is going to be disconnected from the top section. So before I drop down that top section, I want to make sure that this underneath is completely and 100% finished before I start dropping down other hair on top of it. So as you can see right here, I'm just going through and going just a little bit towards the back of the center of the head, but right here just working that front hairline around the face to make sure that everything is all done before we drop down the top. So it is now time to drop down the top of the hair, which again is going to overhang over the under disconnected part. Now, from behind the ear, I do want the overhang to blend with the shape that I'm going to cut in the back. However, in front of the ear, I do not want that to blend. That's the disconnected part. That's going to hang over the undercut part we just got done cutting. So I'm going to work my way around the back to the center back, utilizing that hair that we already cut on the right side as our guide. So now that we have completed cutting the square layers on the upper half of the back, which is basically the half above the occipital bone, I'm taking diagonal sections now below the occipital bone, which is creating a graduated shape. The diagonal sections I'm taking are basically utilizing the square layers on the upper half as my guide, but then sitting that graduation nice and tight as we get towards the bottom of the neck area. Now that we have completed cutting the right side of the haircut, we are now going to execute the exact same thing on the left side of the haircut, with the exception of the disconnected undercut. The disconnection's only happening on the right side because the hair is parted on the left side and flowing to the right side. So on the left side, there won't be any need for any disconnection, and we're just going to carry on with the layers on the upper half of the left side, and then the graduation on the bottom half of the left side on the back underneath the occipital bone. So now it is time to clean up the hairline. So I'm going to work my way around the ear and establish the outline, the desired outline that I'm going for on both the right side and the left side. One of the things that I like to do when I cut in an outline is scissor over comb the very, very bottom of the outline to soften that line up. So that is exactly what I'm doing right here, just doing a little scissor over comb just to soften that outline up a little bit more. It makes it a little bit more softer and just makes the haircut look overall a little bit more fluid. It is now time to clean up the bang/fringe area just to make sure the hair does not fall in my model's eyes. Now that I've established the length for the bangs, I'm going to go through and layer the bangs. I'm going to also slice out some of the hair to make it lighter and less thick so that it has a softer look and appearance to the bangs. So now I am implementing the twist technique at top because I want to create a little bit more texture up at the top of the hair in the event my model wants to style her hair with some texture up top. So I'm just going through, twisting the hair in sections, taking my scissors and closing the blade halfway so it eliminates some of the hair, not the entire chunk of the hair. So we have come to the end of this haircut. I'm now just working a little bit of pomade into the hair just to give it a nice little texture. Alright, so I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you have any questions or comments, again, please don't forget to put them down in the comment section below. I would be happy to answer any questions you may have. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. And don't forget to subscribe to this channel. And I want to thank you guys so very much again for watching.
Thank you.